I'm looking specifically for funding for a drainage project on Water Quail and preliminary funding for Heath Road, which I share in the border with Councilwoman Sandoval. The Water Quail project is projected to cost $2.95 million. This past year, we also had funding for victims of flooding damage who did not have insurance and needed immediate assistance and didn't qualify for FEMA. And that emergency funding, I'd like to see that continue as well. Public safety and proper equipment and training for our first responders is also a priority for me. We need to review the COBAN with our body cams. Our public safety committee visited SAFD's wellness center, which was really impressive. And we learned that there's a trainer there, and there's supposed to be a physical therapist there. So I'd like to see that we ensure our firefighters have a licensed physical therapist at the wellness center, as well as 2 trainers, as was originally intended to support our fire department. When we went, there were a number of firefighters that were being trained and using the facilities, which was great to see. Another goal is investing in further improvement of our District 6 community's health. There are 3 specific items that serve that need. First, we need additional a healthy corner store in the Marbach area. Another is a community garden in the Community Workers Council area. And third is an additional senior citizen activities and programming center at the Darner Parks and Recreation until a senior center can be built in that area. We'd like to see more senior programming. Those projects are estimated to cost a total of $155,000. I agree with my colleagues on a review and raise of our homestead exemption. And as our city continues to grow from the pandemic, it's important and necessary to create the conditions for small businesses to grow. However, in order to do so, we need information regarding small business resilience. The information will help us pinpoint our businesses' communities' strengths and needs and serve as a foundation to build an environment where businesses of every size can thrive, not just in my district, of course, throughout our city. The memorandum of agreement between the Office of Innovation and UTSA for a snapshot of the amount of small businesses and types of industries they're in will cost between $25,000 and $50,000. So I'd like to see that. As I've said many times, our city's success should be measured by the well-being of our most vulnerable citizens. I always work for the well-being of our special needs community, for our veterans, for our foster care children who are without placement, and those who are aging out of the foster care system. The last 2 I mentioned, the children without placement and those who are aging out of the system, they're in special and urgent need of assistance. Their plight is critical, and their need must be included in our affordable housing plans. On any given night, there are at least 20 children without placement who are sleeping in offices or hotels, so I'm seeking funding towards a permanent supportive housing for foster youth services to be allocated in this budget. CASA is an organization that continues to help foster youth throughout the city of San Antonio, and they're currently seeking funding for building renovations to better assist our foster youth. In 2021, there were more than 200 children placed in foster care just out of District 6 with CASA's help. The number of foster children helped by CASA is not limited to District 6, of course, it's citywide, so I imagine there's a similar number in each of these districts. While this is a high priority for me and our District 6 residents to help these youth and organizations that help these children, what I've noticed is that when we discuss foster youth, everyone agrees that these are a population that needs assistance. It doesn't matter where you are on the political spectrum, on an economic spectrum. I see a connection that people understand that foster children need our assistance. Another way I intend to help the most vulnerable in our community is by ensuring that all children in District 6 are enrolled in pre-K and have health insurance. This is a much, larger issue, and I'd like to see our pre-K expanded. I'd like to see a city effort towards including our community, our most vulnerable communities in health insurance initiatives to make sure that everybody has a connection to pre-K education and health insurance. This is Every Child initiative will take the form of a comprehensive outreach effort that will find the best and most sustainable way to provide pre-K and health insurance enrollment opportunities to every family in the district that has a preschooler, and really, of course, outside of my district as well. The goal is for every family and child in District 6 to be healthy and prepared for the important K through 12 years, and that includes mental health. All of these budget initiatives work together towards the goal of creating the conditions for our district and our city, I believe, to grow in strength and creativity and resilience and sustainability. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Cabello Havrda.